How to back up photos and never lose them again. The steps you need to take. Hi everyone, Leo Notenboom here for askleo.com. Do you back up your photos and videos? Everyone with a smartphone has a camera, and they're using them right and left to snap photos and shoot videos. Add in digital cameras, and there's a lot of digital media being created every single day. Much of it isn't getting backed up. The goal? Multiple copies of your photos and videos in multiple places. If it's in only one place, it's not backed up. You lost your phone. Would you lose all the pictures on it? When you take a picture or a photo with a digital camera, we'll consider smartphones in a second, it exists in only one place, the original shot in the camera. It's impractical to back up after every shot, so we do have to accept a window of time, where there's no backup at all. During that time, if you lose the camera, you lose all the photographs on it. The best approach, of course, is to minimize that window of vulnerability. Copy those photos somewhere else as soon as is convenient. When I went on an overseas trip some years ago, I realized that the photographs I took would be truly irreplaceable. So I developed this technique to back them up. Obviously, I took photos throughout the day. At the end of the day, I copied those photographs to my laptop computer. It's a copy, not a move. After this step, the photos were in two places, the camera and on my laptop. It's a start. The laptop itself was backed up each night to an external hard disk. So the photos were then in three places, the camera, the laptop, and that external hard drive. Only then would I consider removing the pictures from the camera's memory card. Because these photos were so important to me, rather than removing them from the memory card, I physically mailed each memory card home as it filled up. They were all waiting for me when I returned. Now, that last step, that's probably overkill for day-to-day use, but it's something worth considering for those once-in-a-lifetime travel adventures, which this was. The fundamental concept is simple. As soon as it's practical, make a second or third copy of the photographs stored on your camera on some other device like your computer. Now, smartphone. Everything I've outlined for your digital camera applies to your smartphone. Smartphones have the added convenience, though, of being connected to the internet, which makes it easier. As soon as it's practical, make copies of the photographs and the videos you've taken. Sharing a photograph or video effectively makes a copy. Emailing your photographs to yourself is one simple way to back up. While somewhat cumbersome, this backs up photos quickly. Sharing on social media also makes a copy, but most reduce the quality of your upload, so you're not really backing up your original. Many cloud storage utilities, like Dropbox or OneDrive or Google Drive and many others, have the option to automatically upload photos and videos as you take them if you give them permission to do so. This is what I do. As soon as I take a photo, it's automatically uploaded to my Dropbox account. That's one copy. Then it's automatically downloaded to every computer I've got running Dropbox, which means all of a sudden there's like half a dozen copies. Later, those computers are automatically backed up. That's lots of copies and lots of safety. I strongly recommend this approach. Make sure you have enough storage on your online account and make sure the application on your phone has permissions to upload your photos. If there are size restrictions, consider lifting them. If there are network restrictions, like Wi-Fi only, consider lifting those as well. This way, you'll know your photos will be backed up as soon as you take them. If you must leave restrictions in place, make sure the items not backed up automatically get backed up some other way as soon as possible. Many times, photographs or videos posted on mobile apps like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and others are posted directly online. This implies it exists in only one place. That means it's not backed up. For example, if you lose access to your account, you lose all the images you've stored there. This is important. Understand how the app works. Does it leave a copy of the photo on your device? If so, great. You can back it up using the techniques I've already outlined. If the app only uploads to their service, you'll need to back it up yourself. As soon as it's convenient, make a copy. Download the image or video to your PC, share it to a different service, or email it to yourself. Consider not using the app's own camera feature. Instead, take pictures using the camera app on your device and configure it to be backed up by your cloud storage service. Then, share the specific photo or video to, or open it with, the social media app you intend to use. Cloud services, particularly video and photo-specific services, can be extremely helpful in sharing or backing up your images. They often serve both functions, but you must be aware of how they work. You need to take the right steps so you don't leave your photos in only one place that you might then lose forever. Now, the techniques above result in your photos and videos making their way to your PC. In my opinion, that's still not quite enough. You should be backing up your computer, well, for more reasons than just your pictures. If you've got a properly configured periodic backup that includes the folders in which you store your photos and videos, you're done. But I want you to consider one more option: backing up your photos and videos to the cloud again, even if you followed my advice in the previous section. For many people, these are precious memories that can never be replaced. If anything warrants additional protection, these photos qualify. Backing up to an online service protects you from anything destroying your home computers and the backups, like a fire or burglary. I'd consider either of two approaches: using a photo sharing service like Flickr or Google Photos or others, and upload everything. You don't need to make it public. In fact, you probably don't want to, but you'll have backup copies of everything. Use an online backup service. Images and videos are just files on your computer, and backup services back up whatever you choose to include. Using an online service might be preferable if you're already using one to back up your computer, or you realize that there are a few more things that fall into that too precious to lose categories. In all cases, I strongly encourage you to, at a minimum, save the original, highest resolution, unedited versions of your files. You can always recreate the edited versions if you elect not to save them, but you can't go back to the original from a modified, cropped, filtered, or resized files. When I wrote the original version of the article that this video is based on, news broke of a hacker who had gained access to a number of nude celebrity photos. He'd hacked into their iCloud accounts. Please think carefully before taking sensitive photos, not limited to naked selfies. The safest thing to do, of course, is to not take photos or videos that would embarrass or harm you if posted publicly. I realize that's not always possible. Sometimes taking a photo of something sensitive is exactly the right thing to do. If you find yourself in this situation, take extra care to avoid accidental disclosure. Think twice about sharing. If it can be seen, it can be copied. When you share a photo or video with a friend, you lose all control over it. Someday, perhaps when they're no longer your friend, they could post it publicly. Remove it from the cloud. Now, I strongly recommend using cloud services to back up your photos on devices that support it. In the case of sensitive information, I also strongly recommend moving that backup copy to local storage over which you have more control. Encrypt it if it's online. If you do use cloud services for backup, make sure those backups are encrypted. Now, this means you can't use them as easily as a source for sharing, but that's exactly what you want, to keep private things private. And of course, remove it from the camera. Many people's sensitive photos are compromised by nothing more complicated than losing their smartphone or camera. Even if it's quickly recovered, the information on the device could have already been copied. Much of this applies to any sensitive information, including emails and documents stored in an online account. Photographs and videos, however, seem to be particularly ripe for hacker activity. One way or another, ensure that the photos and videos you take are being backed up, ideally as quickly as possible and to several different locations. For comments, for links, for updates to this article, and more, visit askleo.com/16005. I'm Leo Notenboom, and this is askleo.com. Thanks for watching.